Any questions may I address for you? And if no questions, tell me your one takeaway. What did you get most from what I've shared?
Talking about the importance of our brand, you know, and reaching out to that aspect of the people that can help with our efforts to get to the 1,000 millionaires goal.
And that you can help.
Yes.
Be a personal service.
Yep.
Pamela?
The importance of building that the dream team of 100, that how important that is to well, you put it pretty simply, 1 through 10, and then build that out, and then invite them in and just build it to get them here. Seems a little simpler than, you know, than what we know. When you put it like, oh, just get the 10 and add 10 more, and then invite them over and let them see what we have. So, but I like that.
Beautiful. David?
I had never thought of having an open house for luxury team players. We meet with them, we help them, but to create an actual application process and then possibly do some cooperative marketing with them. I mean, we kind of do it one-off here, you know, have somebody do a
It's not
webinar with them.
consistent,
It's
yeah.
not. But, I mean, right now, I'm sitting here thinking, we have business coaches, we have attorneys, we've got CPAs, we know luxury home builders, we know luxury auto dealers. I even have a private aircraft dealer that I know. And we have a sports agent, and we know travel people. And to
Jewelers,
invite,
furriers,
yeah,
all
and to invite them
Mercedes,
to
you
an
probably know
event,
people up there, Larry.
and to let them know, so in that case, would you, when we're accepting applications, would we say we have the capacity to take on one in each category? Is that how you do it?
Yeah. But you screen, you got more capacity than that.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But, you know, to start off with, you know, because I will say one idea that I had for next year for an event to showcase this team of luxury players, but really the team, just the team that we can bring to the table, is to do like a half-day, I don't know, I hate the word symposium, but it's when it comes, you know, just a half-day educational event at the university.
Right.
Ran out the big thing, and just in a interview style, we're the lead, and I'm sitting, and okay, next we're gonna have estate planning, and we're gonna have, you know, these people come up and just answer questions, you know, and my thought was charge $99, fill up 200 people to come. I don't care about the $99, what I care about is identifying people who might wanna be on our team, but also showing these people,
Right.
this is what we can bring to you. And you went to one place, and we got them all.
Right.
But we did it through education, not through a sales seminar. So
Right.
that sells itself, you know, when you see that. But then obviously have a really strong call to action.
Well, go back to what I said about those 6 things I had laid out. It needs to be struck. You gotta know what the intent is for what it is that you're doing. The intent is so that you actually get those contacts, so that you can in turn follow through with your process the way you want to, you want them to experience you.
Yeah. Because, you know, you get 200 people in a room, maybe 25% of them are actual millionaires that we want to talk to. Maybe more, I don't know. Again.
But so here's another thing. When I said 6 degrees of separation, don't discount the experience that you give someone else. Aspirational, already explained, walking through Neiman Marcus, not planning to buy anything, but I'm going through it because I want the experience, because I want more. Those persons that may not be the ones today, doesn't mean that they don't have someone that they know that they can turn, listen, I'm not there yet, but I've got to tell you about Damon. I've got to tell you about Victoria. And in turn, if I was going to be doing it, these are people that are actually doing stuff. So again, I want you to really, really hone in on the asset is your database. The asset is your database. Get those contacts, sort them, sift them, but mobilize them. One thing I do, if you execute what I said about this luxury teams, that the way I would suggest and help to mobilize this or somebody can, is to bring them together and then say, okay, let's talk about how we're going to play this. Because the biggest thing, you got to have to teach people how to do the activity.
So I have a question.
Sure.
We go ahead and we have this open house and we bring these applicants. You know, everybody is like interested in, you know, well, I can help you with this, but what can you do for me? And, you know, that kind of thing. So what do you do? You're talking about real estate people. I work with real estate people in advertising, so I know firsthand what they, you know, look for in that regard. So that, I guess, would be my question is, they join our team, but obviously they're going to want to know, okay, so now I'm on your team, what are you going to do for
Well,
me?
here's the first thing is you're not going with your hand out.
Okay.
You already have a process in which you screen. What's your number one criteria for accepting a client?
Number one is assets, number two is attitude.
Number two, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
That's
number
what
two
I
is attitude, and
Yeah.
number three is advocacy.
Yeah. So the point is that you're the qualifier. You determine. It's not a thing of, well, what are you going to do? See, one of the problems with that group, that
Yeah.
10X thing, see, that right there is a quick way for me to turn to be like, yo, you disqualified, you didn't know you disqualified yourself.
Yeah, disqualified.
That's it, yeah, you just disqualified yourself. So that's really it. It's
Okay.
not about
Okay.
somebody thinking, what do you got going to do? Show me what you get, show me what you're doing. Because you didn't initiate this.
Right. Right, exactly. Okay.
And you're one of a, you know, it's not like you're not a commodity, there are others. I'm looking for the people, again, it's not about all-stars, it's about the team. Think about that. Think about teams that bring together all-stars, but they don't win. But then you got the team that actually have the right players. If I did a corporate event with you guys, I'd have you watch Miracle. You ever seen Miracle?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna watch it again now, I
All right.
guess.
There you go.
Now that you've said that, I'll only go back and watch
There we
it.
go. There we go. So yeah, so that's the deal right there. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's exactly what I was thinking about, is you should go back to seek first to provide value. So we bring these dream team people together. We share with them our vision, well, not just our vision, but what we're doing as a luxury brand and what our vision as a luxury brand is. Point out the fact that we're all targeting that same client. However, then show them, here's our platform of what we're actually doing right now that could be of benefit to you. Radio show, we're on television,
Everything.
those kinds of things. And then offer them an opportunity to be featured on those platforms.
You don't have to move down that path. And again, I'm giving you the overall. But if it's something that you want to execute, I'm still here. I'm okay. I can walk with you through that. But at the end of the day, the main thing is recognizing that you know what your desired end state is, and you know what you have of value. As an example, I sent out, when we finish this 10X stages, I sent out what I call a champion and collaboration form. And what I did was I sent it out to everyone that I got their contact information, but I asked for things that would allow me to see how I could be of service. What did I ask for? What problem do you solve? Who's your audience? Which allows me to say, okay, now that I know this, when I meet with you, I'm already thinking about you. You already have identified that luxury brands, if one thing is designated by the income level, right? You identified, okay, who would be in that space? Most people are not doing this personal growth and development stuff that gives you exposure to things that allow Victoria not to meet. That's an asset by itself. Because as I said, they would need to be taught and brought up, elevated. That's value right there. And if you're the one that's providing that value and education, and you're not trying to take from them, you say, hey, you got customers, we got customers. Let's see if we can deliver a full experience such that in turn it's a win-win. It's not like one for one. It's just like I'm going to be actively out speaking for you. It's not uncommon for me to be with someone that I'm looking to foster a relationship with to say, let me see where I can actually demonstrate how I can provide value. In a different situation, I might go to lunch with you, Damon, and I say, you know what, Damon, I want to help you to build your business because you told me that was one of your goals. I may recognize some things about people that are just from my lens that allows me to say, I'm going to engage with Pamela and say, hey, Pamela, let me ask you something. Are you in the market for or open to at least having a conversation about your portfolio just to get a second opinion? She can say yes or no. I say, well, listen, if you say yes, what I'd like to do, if you don't mind, I'd like to introduce you to someone that I have a great deal of respect for, who I think would just do a great job providing you feedback that allows you to then determine what you've been getting, if it is exactly in your best interest or if there's an opportunity for you to have some improvement. Would you allow me to make that introduction?
Sure, I'd love to.
Great.
That's great. I like that.
So I then make the introduction. I edify you. I make the introduction. I'm demonstrating what it looks like to play team. My expectation, I hope I won't have to state it, would be then you'll be that same person for me.
And how do you politely trade somebody to a different team when they don't deliver?
We just stop. It's not an entitlement. They're not entitled if they're not reflective of your brand and what it is you're doing. Like say I say that people have asked me to get in BNI forever. I'm like, I don't need to go to BNI to network. Because I'm not going to be held hostage because you're in this group and I'm going to just do business with you because you may not be the one that reflects my brand. So trust is needed. We got to develop that. Know, like, trust, and respect.
One of the best things that he just shared, which I hope everybody got, is yes, that's brilliant, but it's taking what Nate just said and training these people to say that very thing. It's training the clients. It is training them. Our challenge has always been about, we don't want everybody in anybody, and there's no way to know for sure unless you've seen their portfolio if they even meet the requirements. So that verbiage right there is just, let's just allow this. If you assume, they have a minimum, that verbiage can be put in there very easily to make it very comfortable, and it's third-party representation. So it's training the 10, the dream team to be able to feel comfortable doing that, and the verbiage is really very simple because he has demonstrated that.
So basically what you're saying is just because Michaela Holmes sells homes doesn't mean that the people that are buying that have $1 million to invest.
That's right.
It just means that they can afford to buy that home or
They can
mortgage
afford
it,
to get
or
a mortgage.
yeah, that's yeah.
They got good credit.
Or the same with a car dealer or any of these things. Yeah, because each one of these.
But that's why you go back to the verbiage, and what I'm saying is what he just said, would you allow me? And it's, would you allow me? Now, they have minimums,
That's right.
and I don't know that you meet those minimums, but I know they have minimum assets. They're all about the attitude, your expectations, they're about their culture, their luxury brand. But I know them personally, I can introduce them to you. And in the event they can help you, but it's training the dream team, those to be advocates. But you can't just say, oh, I'm going to be an advocate. No, what is it? Help me. How can I help you, Damon?
That's right.
How can I help you is by sharing, sharing this, these are the words, a script, however you want to phrase it, but just getting comfortable doing that. And we will do the same for you. So tell me, what is your ideal client? What do I need to know to weed out every person that wants to spend $100,000 on a home versus the $2.5 million at Oaktree? That's
So really what it comes down to is that everyone on the team needs to know what the ideal
Yes.
client is. For
and
the developer.
that's a great networking. That's the best kind of networking, because you weed those people out. But that's why coming together with only 10 select people in this building, over cocktails, getting to know one another. Why do you think I feel comfortable bringing Nate here?
Because you had a personal relationship with him.
But it didn't happen in one meeting.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's that engagement that we have had that I could see the value of fresh eyes. The value.
Yeah.
And it's multiple. That's just one thing. There's multiple things with Nate and I now, but it is the fact too that it takes time, because we all know how important it is to me when I give a referral. I mean, they didn't understand this. Daniel, Pete, Vargas, these guys at 10X, they didn't get it. When I say, when Victoria says, you know, you don't need to give me a script. When Victoria says, Donna, it would be a real great value for you, for your Friday Journey podcast, to interview this man. He can bring value to your audience, and of his vast knowledge, these are two things that I would consider done. It's 2 sentences and it's done. I don't need to send her a video. I don't need to do all that. Can I? Sure. If she wants to go research him. Jill Osborne, what is her name? I don't know how to say her last name. Jill Osborne. B-U-R, yeah. And I did the same thing for her. But they got all this stuff, and I just say, Donna, boom, 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 this is it. And Donna, it's your deal. Keep me in the loop. But it's training people to do what we do kind of comes naturally, that we have always done for other people. We just haven't trained our team to do that for us. And that's what I think is the most valuable, I don't know, information, but the most valuable thing brought today is knowing, and it is our responsibility, and it is time consuming, and it's just like the champions, it's follow-up, but it's who engages with us. And him engaging with me, him sending something out, impressed me that he did it immediately, because that's a Victoria. How many other people do you think have sent me anything? Not one. So that whole 80-20 rule, I said the people in that room that we all shared the same experience with, the same, not one of them has done it. Well, I guess Carissa, but I reached out to her, that little Carissa, she needs help, bless her heart. She got a great story, but she needs help. But that's what I think is the most valuable thing we can get out of today. There's a lot, but I'm saying that actionable thing that we can actually take action on, which I didn't expect that. So I love unexpected surprises, like we don't have anything else to do with all our list of marketing. But I certainly think it's something that we should focus on, add to our list, and let's think about it. We have 2 things. We have 10X stages. Yeah, forget radio show and all that. 10X stages, our focus. LinkedIn, a focus. I believe that we should add the green key. I don't know how y'all feel.
No, I actually wrote down here that in December, we need to invite the people. We need to come up with our list.
Yep.
Invite the people in December, and I think the message is, you know, we are convening, or we are, would be convening, inviting. We're convening
We're taking application. We're
accepting applications.
We are accepting applications.
And, you know, let's get
I like
the year
that.
started off right. We're not gonna let any grass grow underneath us.
I love the fact that you just did that, Diamond, because that's a Victoria thing. You know, I just said,
Well, yeah.
for
I mean,
y'all, because I know what we're doing, oh, we can put that on our list. No, today's the day. We do not waste time, we do not waste opportunity, we do not
No,
waste.
because the time to do this is not,
Yeah.
I mean, if you wait till January, well, let's put our list together. Well, then it's April before anybody gets together.
Exactly.
You know,
And it's a holiday season, it would be great to, just to have a
well,
little.
and then I put host the event, host the open house in January. Holidays are over.
I'd rather host it now, but that's what you're saying, I would host it now.
Oh, well, I was thinking, you know, I don't know if do we have time to put it, I mean, we got the exam, we got all, you know, all the other things pressing on us.
Pamela's
You're right.
decorating next week, so we'll be festive.
but we'll be festive.
We'll be ready.
She just said we'll be
Well,
festive.
then
I think, do we take a vote? Does Pamela say we do it before January?
So,
No, I really think we do have a lot going on
on
right now.
the stages, what is our goal? Obviously, to get her on any stage out there. I mean, what do you think it's a pick and choose what stage we should get her on, or should we kind of like take the information and basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Adjust it to whatever that audience is that she would speak.
Always do so based upon who's going to be the best bang for your buck, especially with Victoria.
Okay.
I see Damon and Victoria speaking.
Mhm.
I see them both out doing so. I think that nothing matters more than getting in front of the right people.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And then it's a matter of now determining your op tempo. How frequent do you want to? But as I said, stage is about getting contact.
Right.
So that means you can decide to do your own stages. An example of your own stages, and when you have your own post events, such as what I just talked about.
Right.
The idea that you spoke about, the symposium type deal. That's an example of building your own stages. That's something that that's good.
Because the thought that entered my mind as I've been sitting here, we did host a networking group. Never really attracted the people we wanted.
Right.
Exactly.
Then I thought, okay, well, I'll join another networking group. And I did. And I paid the fee. But it hasn't got the person who's in charge of putting it, it's gone nowhere. I'm thinking, we're trying to put together the wrong networking group.
Correct.
It's a good idea, we're targeting the wrong people. And we need to be very intentional about who we invite.
Rarity. So once again, we're talking about what your brand is. But like I said, I'm excited about-
How many furriers are in this town?
It can't be more than.
Well,
I've
Gino's
two.
is,
Yeah.
okay.
We still have
Gino's
is
out of
Gino's.
business.
Do what?
No, Gino's has merged with,
Puzzles and Geno's are merged. They bought Geno's name. They bought his, be like somebody buying like Brooks Building. You know, how many Mercedes dealerships in this town? How many Bentley?
Bentley?
No.
Can't be.
One. There's one in this region.
One.
Yes, so there goes, that's the point. That narrows the route down to.
Yeah, the biggest
Who-
purpose
who
would
is-
be
Who is the biggest luxury jewelry brand?
BC Clark.
BC Clark. No? Well, BC Clark's the one you think of.
Well, that's the
Well,
one, that's the
not
one
the
you
one I
think
think
of.
of. That's
Who
not
do
the
you
one I
think
think
of?
of. Valerie Nafy.
of course,
Yeah.
she's your friend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't ever see her
I
advertised.
don't either.
Oh, because she advertises only, I'll show you her advertising.
Well, she needs a
Well,
jingle.
I was gonna say, if the question is who is the top, well, then maybe she is, but in terms of who's most well
Because it's
known.
select, she doesn't have to do, that's the retail. That's BC Clark. She goes country club, full page ad on her book. She does billboard, direct marketing to her clients.
Yes.
Her clients are at Gloria. Her clients are at Oklahoma City Country Club. Her
So
clients
she's
are
not
at
having
Entry.
to work, she's not having to spend
She
millions
does,
of dollars on a.
no, she does those things. That's it. Those are her clients. And that's all and all they need to do is look at her beautiful picture and go. And it's not about the jewelry, it's Valerie. Valerie's picture is the brand. Now, when she goes to wanna sell that business, that's not a good business model, but she doesn't care. That'll just go away when Valerie goes away. She's not thinking of, I'm building this business to sell. It is about Valerie and Valerie Navy. So you gotta make that decision. We did all that strategy years ago, and it was supposed to be all about Chapelwood, and that didn't work so well.
So I'm just curious, you put a countdown on your page here. Why did you do that?
Sense of urgency.
That's what I was thinking. I kinda like that. Because it's this like, my time is running out. Is that just like a little widget that you had put on there, or like a little,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a,
because I kinda like doing that, you know, it's like, your time is running out to make a decision for
Yeah.
your wealth, your
yeah,
future.
well, and for this year, I like that a lot for the team, you know, the application, but also accepting, you
Well,
know,
for
accepting,
clients,
yes,
yeah.
accepting 3 new millionaire clients between now and the end of the year.
That's right. Cause I saw that on there and I instantly thought, ooh, my time's running out to get done what I wanna get done.
And kind of everything in your life,
Right.
it's countdown, you know, and what are you gonna do with that time?
It's the fun.
Yeah, you'll lay some music behind it for sure.